Hello and welcome to another update video for Archaeology Rush. This is the update video for the 8th of October. And today I'm just going to cover, I'm just voicing over a playtest that was played a couple of nights ago between, me and my partner played it. We between the last time I did a playtest video and this one, I made the commitment to lock the game down to 2 to 4 players, and in that actually I felt like it was right to do a playtest of 2 to 4 players, and so that's why I got my partner to help me. And so, yeah, I always forget to mention these videos. Please, you know that you can download the latest version for free on itch.io, and that is available, updated to the latest version each week. So essentially I'm going to go between 2 different points here where I'm basically just going to talk over this video. There's half an hour of footage, but I'm going to talk over this video until essentially we're in a position where all of my talking points on the left have been spoken about, and I feel like I've shown you everything that is worth showing in the footage. So at the moment we're just on the tutorial tomb, which if you've watched previous videos you would have seen before. If you don't know what this game is, and this is the first time you're seeing this, Archaeology Rush is a competitive cooperative puzzle platformer where you compete to become the most famous archaeologist. The mode that I'm working on now is the story mode, and that is the first chapter, or the prologue, is being worked on for the demo. Over the last month or so, I've switched up so that instead of 4 chapters in the prologue, there are now 2 chapters, one being characters Henry Pepper and Lily Petrie, and competing against each other, and the next one is the characters Amelia Giovanni and John Roberts competing against each other, and then there'll be one final tomb where they compete with each other, with all 4 of them, and so the demo is about them kind of coming together, and it's also the instigating kind of story beats. So yeah, the demo chapter is basically narratively complete. There's just the final level to do. I'm going to do a little bit of a level rework at some point over the next couple of weeks / month and all of that. Essentially, I'm aiming for the next fest on the 5th of February. I don't know why I put December, because it's not December on my notes. The 5th of February. But the demo will release kind of as soon as it's ready. So essentially what that means is the demo will release soon as I have completed the narrative, done an art review, because as you can see, there's some of the art in the game that still needs kind of reworking. And then I've also done it so that I also need to do an audio review, as the audio is basically non-existent. It's not my forte. So yeah, we will need to go and actually add all of those things in. And so yeah. Also, final little bit of kind of housekeeping whilst we're in the tutorial tomb area. Essentially, I just wanted to make sure that we are in a position where the videos on this will kind of not be as regular as every week, and that's only because art, narrative, and audio reviews do not make for necessarily the most interesting videos. So essentially, the way that I'm going to do it is that when I have something interesting to show, I will show it. If I don't have anything interesting to show for a week, I will not show anything, and I'll just update the build on each. And yeah, so but yeah, there are loads of little things that need kind of love. The main thing that needs love is I updated the video. The engine I'm using for this is Godot, and I updated the engine uh, about a week and a half ago to Godot 4.5. And in that, it looks like the lighting, the 2D lighting for uh, 2D tile maps is messed up. I can say some worse words there, but yeah, I've had a look at it all this morning, and yeah, it just doesn't work. Yeah, I've got a couple of fixes, but it would require some pretty core level loading changes, which is turn instead of using a tile map layer to turn these kind of tile maps into these one big tile map. Anyway, I'm just going to revert the game back to the engine to 4.4 and probably lock that version for the demo. And then, yeah, so whilst I'm here, actually, my partner has a career in bug fixing. QA is what I'm looking for, because first thing she does is manage to find a bug related to the players and them not having the right collision set when they start out, which is great fun. It would be easy enough to fix. It's just one of those things where when you only play it just yourself, you don't notice issues like that. So yeah, I'll be getting that fixed over the next few weeks. But yes, on to the reverting back to 4.4. I think just having a stable version to revert back to that I know works, and I'm not going to introduce any more issues. And for the main build, I will try and push it to use a higher engine version over the course of the next few months. But it is, yes, it's just a waste of time trying to get it working. And I could just download the engine from source and try and fix it myself. But I actually think the quickest thing is just to revert back to 4.4, lock that for the demo as we are getting towards the end of the demo phase. So yes, that's good. So this is what I'm talking about, the instigating factor. Paris was selected for the 22 World's Fair, and it's the Archaeologist Times, and essentially you just saying that it's going to be a grand award offered for the most outstanding archaeological display. So you can get the power rankings there, and so you can check the newspaper for the power rankings at any possible time. Although for the prologue, they're a bit modified. So yeah, that does all tear apart though. And then right, I've got a fun thing to announce first. Whilst we're on a trip down to Egypt from the Egyptian port. Whilst I'm kind of bug fixing, I'm going to be developing what I call the quick adventure mode. Quick adventure mode is going to be the first update of the game that is paid. It's also going to be the first update of the game that's not a demo update. So the demo will be a part for the paid product. The quick update will be the new thing for the game. So quick update, quick adventure is feature where essentially, like in the previous version of the demo, which you can go and play on itch.io as well, essentially you would get to a point where you could you would just go straight into a tomb. I feel like going straight into a tomb is probably the right answer. So for just this kind of game. I really like the story mode, and it's definitely something that will be a main part and source of the game. But essentially, the quick adventure mode will be a menu where you can select different room types, the different room uh, the different room shapes, so like the puzzle types, the room shapes, and the room modifications. And you can just go and it will build the tomb for you. And you can just go and explore that tomb and compete with your friends. And then you'll get a little winner, loser stats menu at the end for that tomb to see who's won and all of that. And so, yeah, that will be the first kind of paid update for the game, which would be good. Nice to hit that point. It will sort of be kind of, you imagine an early access feature. So you can jump in and play that as one of the first. So like, proper feature. And the demo will of course be free. And the early access will not be the price of the full game. Each successive update I work on the game will slowly increase it, but I'm going to try and find a price that is fair and right for the content you're getting right now, even though you'll be entitled to the content in the future, because, I'm not promising, well, there's always you can get hit by a bus and there'll be no more content and you pay for something that doesn't exist. So I want people to feel like they're paying for something that exists now. And the bonus is the committing early is that they get any future updates for that. So yeah, then the other thing I want to talk about is just the fact that next week I am updating the graphics on the Steam page, and we'll be starting to use the Steam playtest feature. Or at least I'm going to start to get the ball rolling on that. I may not actually get to the point where that's properly working, but yeah, that's the aim, and we can start getting that. Because I just like the game to be in a position where people feel like they can play it, and unfortunately that means that it's not as interesting from an update perspective. But yeah, so this is the completion of the second tomb, which also I added in some of these menus as well. The menu's text that appears just so we can start to see who's winning tomb very easily, and some of that stat tracking. So yeah, I think that's probably it for the rest of this video. I will come back hopefully with a playtest that is also, I've also got our dialogue recorded. I'm going to try and do a 4-player playtest over the next month and get that recorded. But yeah, thanks for watching. Remember, you can go and get this on itch right now. And I am going to just leave the content of this running so people can watch it if they want to, or if I want to go back to it. But I'm going to shut up in terms of my narration, and you can just enjoy some gameplay of Archaeology Rush. A very broken version of it that did hold up enough for us to be able to have a good fun session. We actually played for, I'd say half an hour. It's quite a fair time, and it did not feel like half an hour. So in terms of actually a game, as a game developer, that that feels good to make something that does not feel like it's half an hour, because these games are meant to be fun. And on that note, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. If I've not got a video out, then there'll be a text update on it just to update with the new build. And we'll see where we get with the Steam playtests and the new Steam page. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.